Is there any kind of Spanish meaning behind the name Kiko?
Actually, Kiko's a nickname. My original name's Enrique. Kiko's just short what my family's ended up calling me. Basically, it's a nickname.
Were you named after?
No, named after nobody, no. No, just through my family.
Yeah. Do you mind if I ask your age?
Yeah, 43.
You mentioned your job. You work at Futaba Technical. What's does your job entail?
Basically, I look after so many people and we fabricate parts for Toyota. It's been established now for a long while, 30 odd years, and obviously we're a joint company now with a Japanese firm, 51% Japanese, 49% American. Basically, we do body parts for Toyota, basically.
We know about your son Jay. What about the rest of your family?
Obviously, my wife Carol, Jay's mum, and I've got a son Joseph. My wife Carol, she works a sandwich shop, but in the next couple of weeks she'll be opening her own business soon, doing the same thing. Joseph, he leaves school this year. He plays football for Parium. He's just been selected now for Interleague, and he's going to college hopefully, and he wants to be a PE teacher.
What about your place of birth?
I was born here, Burley Banco.
What about where were your family from?
My family's from La Coruña. Obviously the football team, Deportivo La Coruña. That's my home team.
What about, do you want to talk us through your football career?
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of rumours of that saying that I played over in Spain and that. I didn't really play football over there. I was on trial for a little while, but nothing came of it. But I went over there when I was 16 with my parents just to live there. But I ended up coming back. I ended up going into Burnley on trial. Roughly there about 3 or 4 months on trial, playing for reserves. At the time they had an A team. It didn't pay off. A lot of it could have been my fault. I weren't dedicated enough. I wanted to play football with my mates, and obviously I was about 17, 18. And then I met Carol. Obviously we got married. I was married when I was 20, and then we had Jay when I was 21. And things change when you have a family. I ended up playing football then locally for Burley Banco. And in that team there were roughly 9 ex-pros, including Ian Britton, Ashley Hoskins, Jason Harris, Neil Graycock, Derek Scott. So we had a good system there. We went a long way out there to North West Counties. That folded in early 90s. Ended up going back to Burnley United, where basically really where I originally came from, Burnley United. Played there for a couple of years, and then I went on to Nelson and Parium. Successful at Parium really, because we won Hospital Cup. Had a great side there. Again, a couple of people who I didn't miss who played for Banco, who played for Parium, was Phil Malley and Jeff Smith. You know, obviously they were ex-pros. So again, Parium had a good side. And then roughly when I was about 32, ended up on about finishing my career because I did my ankle. But ended up getting myself fit, and I went to Ossett Town. They offered me a contract at Ossett Town. I was a bit surprised at 32, but I left Nelson to go there, and that didn't really pay off because it was the travelling. I had a job. They wanted me to travel a lot, and my time were up really with football, so I ended up going back into Burnley United as manager. Ended up managing Burnley United for a couple of years, and then obviously just followed my kids playing football. Like I said, Jay's gone through the ranks at Burnley from under 10s right through. But my other son Joseph, he's played football for Padium and other various teams. And again, he's really talented. Joseph's really talented. Unfortunately, they're missing him out. But believe you me, he'll do something.
You mentioned Deportivo. How long were you on trial there?
It was just here and there, a couple of weeks here and there. It weren't mega. I mean, at the time they're only in second division, and it was just basically going down for trials and really going training. Nothing really come off it.
You weren't any superstars there, weren't you?
No. Not what I know of, anyway.
And what about who was the Burnley manager at the time?
The Burnley manager was Brian Miller, but my manager at the time of reserves was Arthur Bellamy. He looked after me, and like I say, I played a few games for reserves. I think I played about a dozen, possibly, and it was enjoyable. At the time, I was working at the same time, so I weren't training with the first team. I was working, then going down for games on trial, and then say on a Saturday mornings I think I was playing with A team. Obviously, these have A team in reserves.
When you look at Jay's success, do you ever regret not giving it that extra percent?
You always do in life, whatever you do, whether it's football, work, or look at anything. Yeah, you always try and think to yourself, I could have done better. I can't kick myself because what I've got now, I've got a nice family, I've got a great job. I look at Jay, I look at Joseph, I look at my wife, and I think I'd rather have this. You know, I might have not had that if I'd have made it a footballer, because I don't know what could have happened. But no, I don't regret it actually, because I know I've made mistakes, but I think you make mistakes in life.
You've come out better at the end.
I think so. I've come out a lot better with it. Yeah.
Do you remember the best goal you've scored?
Actually, but Jay won't like this because I keep reminding Jay. They were against Man United on Turf Moor. Ian Britton and Phil Malley were playing, and it was an overhead kick to make it one apiece, and that were at cricket field then.
When was that?
That were in 1983, I think it was.
For the reserves?
For the reserves, yeah.
Who were any big names playing for United?
The Beersmore and Blackmore, and I remember Walsh at net, picking it out, so...
Can you still remember?
I can remember a goal.
Like yesterday?
Yeah, I can remember a goal. Yeah, like it was yesterday. Yeah.
Is any footage that you
There's
saw?
no footage on it. I did have a clip, obviously, from the Telegraph, and unfortunately, I can't get the Pacific Day. I mean, I've really looked into depth. I could find it, but I can't find the clip. So I wanted to show it, Jay. But
what about your favourite goal that you've seen Jay score?
me personally, obviously, a lot of people mentioned the Notts Forest one, but I just looked at the Fulham one. I was only a young kid, what is it, 17, 18. Never had much experience. Oinkal's put him on. It's really his debut game, really, in Burnley colours, and to take it round an international goalkeeper, and the way he took it round, to me, that's my favourite goal. And even the ones what he's scoring now, to do that, what he did at 17, 18, does take a lot of bottle. But I think that's my favourite goal I've seen him score.
What's it like for a dad to see his son playing so well for his hometown team?
Oh, I'm very proud, and it's not just myself. It's, you know, for his mum as well, Carol and Joseph, and even friends and family, even my work colleagues. You know, my immediate supervisor, you know, my managers, you know, my director, the ops manager. Every day they're asking, they're always keen, they're always listening. You know, one of them even goes and follows them. You know, we'll go and watch home and away best we can, and they get a buzz out of it. You know, I got an incident last week where we were playing away at Preston, and when Jay scored, you know, and they're all chanting his name. There's 5,000 there, and my boss was like stood next to me, and he was getting like shivers down his spine. You know, because they know him. They know him as Jay. They don't know him as a footballer. They know him as Jay. They've seen him growing up away from football as well. So
you must be really proud to see him getting a regular spot in the first team now as well.
Yeah, I'm very proud, because I think it's not through luck. I think it's through his effort, hard work. You know, when he, like I say, he broke his ankle. He was proper down. You know, he lived with him for 3 or 4 months when he knew he couldn't do anything. And the day he thought the world ended, but he bounced back, and he's had knockbacks. You know, there's people been coming in, and he's fought it, you know. But this year, he's took his chance. He took it against, I think it was Crystal Palace. I think Wallace got injured. He's come in, and he hasn't been left out since.
You can say he puts everything into it, yeah.
Well, he does. He works hard. You know, and everybody, you know, some people do get frustrated with him, like any other fan, any other player. And fans do get frustrated. But one thing you can say about him, I'm not being biased, is he does give 110%.
What about going back to yourself? We'll go back to Jay later. What's the biggest trophy you've ever won?
Well, I won the Hospital Cup, and it's a local thing, but it meant a lot at the time, because obviously you play on turf and you play with your mates, but it does mean a lot when you win that, because you're playing roughly all teams from Burnley, Colne, well, basically Lancashire, and then we won with Van Cole. The main one I won on there was the Adidas Shield. So yeah, I won a fair few major semi-pro trophies. Jay were roughly about 7 when we realised he wanted to play football. We had a team, Brunley, and they were a year younger with Jay, and I used to manage it with a friend of mine, and he never got on, and then one day we had to put him on, and when he come on, I think he come on for the last 10 minutes. We were about 8, 9-year-old. He scored 2 goals, and we thought, hang on a minute, does he really want to play? And he ended up playing a little bit here and there, and then he went to Barrowford, Vince Overson and Jeff Smith, they were managing it in Barrowford, and they asked me, does Jay want to go? His own age group. I say he was there 12 months at Barrowford. He ended up playing, and then after 1 year he got picked up at Burnley.
And again, as a parent, your son playing for England under 21.
Oh, I mean, I think that's just a dream for anybody. I think even Burnley fans are proud of that as well. Yeah, well, obviously as parents, and it's just a dream come true for anybody. And yeah, we are proud of everything he's done.
Like as a lad, did he always support Burnley as a lad?
Well, no, both of us actually supported Man United.
How did you?
And we never used to go. We used to go to odd games, or we used to get tickets from friends and family. We never went all the time. But obviously at the time, Man United, good team to watch. Obviously I supported them, so as Jay did. But then obviously when Jay got picked up at School of Excellence, he then started becoming a Burnley fan, and that right through from a kiddie. Become basic ball, he was a ball boy there. So he's been through everything really, from ball boy, boot cleaner, and to where he is now.
Must be fantastic watching his development though, 'cause he's come on leaps and bounds, hasn't he?
Oh, of course it is, yeah. Yeah, you know, even at School of Excellence, me and his mum were talking about it not so long ago. From 10-year-old, I think he went through 30 centre forwards, but kept coming and going. Yeah, there were some good ones, and we got reviews every year or every 12 months, and you're thinking, are they going to keep him on? Yeah, we ended up worrying more than him. He just took it like any other thing. You know, if he got released, God knows what would have happened. But we've seen a lot. His development going through school.
As a striker, what have you noticed improved most about Jay?
I mean, his heading ability. I mean, he does get up well for an header. But what I do like with Jay is his vision. I mean, okay, like any other centre forward, you're going to lose it, yeah. But 9 times out of 10, if you can get it to feet, someone else has got it. He don't start, he'll move. And to me, he wants the ball flowing, you know. And that's the way I can see him being.
I spoke to him a couple of times, and it's unbelievable because he just don't seem like anything phases him, does it?
No, he don't. I mean, he's laid back, is Jay, and I don't mean like laid back where he's not interested. He's just a normal lad.
Just gets on.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he went somewhere where nobody knew him, they wouldn't know he's a footballer. He just knows where he's from, and he lives in the real world.
He's not bothered in the lifestyle. He just wants to play football.
No, he just wants to play football.
I'm Jeff Seddon, Operations Manager at FT UK. Kiko works for me as Assembly Manager. I know he's a very proud dad, but when he's here at FT UK, he's FT UK's Assembly Manager first and foremost. But as I say, I know he's a very proud father of what his son's doing. Obviously at FT UK we had a difficult year last year with the recession, and obviously Toyota got a pretty hard time in the press with the recall. So in order for us to still be here, there's been a big effort, but we are still here and we're still fighting. So with what's going on in Japan now, us being 50% Japanese owned is quite devastating to us. So as support of that, our shop floor members are putting together a collection. So it's not from us as a management team. It's from all the employees. We're gonna rally round and get as big a donation as we can and send that out to Japan. You know, to try and to help the recovery the massive recovery that's ongoing and will be ongoing for some time. But I can't stress, you know, enough that it is a donation from the members and not from us as a business, just to try and help as best we can.